Dear friends, hello to everyone. We just finished a live broadcast and had a good session. Thank you very much for your valuable feedback. Thank you for your insightful questions, and thank you for sharing your results. Now I will begin my own personal trading session using the bot. I'll show you exactly how we work, what tools we use, and so on. The first currency pair we'll be trading is the British pound, and here is Skyen, and you can work with it easily. You can request this currency pair on the bot now. But why won't we do that? Because this currency pair is experiencing a very strong movement. When there are strong movements or when the percentage is below 70, I try not to work with such currency pairs and simply avoid them. Let's look at the next currency pair. This one is more or less okay. Downward correction, downward correction. Canadian dollar, and there goes Skyen. We select the currency pair and the M1 time frame. That's it, we wait for the response. What will the bot tell us? So now we will take into account both our own analysis and the bot's. We'll consider whether it's worth opening a trade down or up there, and we'll also take the bot's indicators into account. I would open a trade down here. The bot is also suggesting to go down $100 for 3 minutes, and I'm placing a bet that the chart will go down. Here is our forecast. Why would I open a trade for a downward move? Look, we have this rule, the rule of 3 touches. It works very well. For example, we had 1 stop, then 2 stops, and finally 3 stops. There were 3 distinct stops on the chart. Based on them, we can set a level. First a pullback, second a pullback, third a pullback, and the 4th touch is a breakout. That's how the rule of 3 touches works for us. So we are going to mark a specific level together based on all of these various stops. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We mark the level. And we count the touches there as well. 3 stops. First stop, 2, 3, 4, a touch. I was waiting for a breakout. So we see this factor. We see that now the chart is about to break through. The lower level is going to move down. But how do we get confirmation that the movement will really go downward? I request this currency pair on bot 1, and we start looking at the indicators and checking them. I look at 2 indicators which are shown by these red lines. This is the future, the chart's movement downward. A downward correction indicates that a decline is coming. This indicator signals that a drop is approaching. And the second indicator shows a level of 72%. This majority also indicates that the level will be broken through. Here is the level. The bots highlight that the chart is going down, indicating a decline. This is an additional confirmation for me, an extra forecast, a diagnosis from the bot, a signal that it's worth going down for a breakout there. If everything goes well, we'll earn $82 from this trade. That is how the process works. We set the level and verify the confirmation signal with the bot, whether it is actually worth entering for a breakout or waiting to enter on a pullback. Sometimes I think with my own head that I should go down, for example, but the bot says the complete opposite, that I should actually go up. In that case, if there's a difference between your indicators and the bots, it's better not to enter the trade. It's probably better to avoid trading this currency pair for now. 30 seconds left, so let's carefully monitor how this trade forecast closes. I think this will be a very profitable outcome, but as they say, you have to monitor and watch, because at the very last moment a market correction could potentially occur. Today is just one of those days, unfortunately, a difficult one. It is rare, but it does happen that in the last 10 to 15 seconds there is a market correction. We closed with a profit, did everything right, and everything was handled correctly. Add $82, excellent. Let's move on to another currency pair and check our payout percentage is maintained. The pair had more than 72% and there were no strong impulses, either down or up. For this currency pair, I would open an upward position, but I need confirmation. I need the bot to also indicate that we should go up on this pair. USD and KRW, and I requested the currency pair from DGPY, waiting for a response. That is, I would open from the level that I have marked. A strong pullback upward from the level, upward from the blue level, because there's an imbalance there. The future, the chart movement goes up and then down. And here, there's a signal upward, so since it will go down later, I won't be working with this currency pair. The main thing for me is that the bot shows 2 indicators that are important to me. The percentage ratio of the future chart movement should point in one direction, but here there's a small correction, then a decline, and then further movement downward. This is not a very accurate signal. So it's better to keep looking for something else, something more stable. We watch, look for a currency pair, go through all of them. Here, there's a strong downward movement. You don't have to analyze this currency pair. It's better to find something else, something more reliable. Here too, the movement is very strong. Downward. Be careful and watch out for such strong movements. Basically, that's it. Right now, it's 23:03 Moscow time, and the market will close soon for us. Thank you very much for your feedback. According to the forecast, we traded yesterday. And in theory, there are no more currency pairs left that we could work with. The kind of opportunities that you could just take, enter, and then calmly secure your profits from. Plus, let's check this one as well. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, and we open the currency pair time frame M1. So if you have currency pairs, you work with them. You take your profit, great, but sometimes there are no currency pairs available. Take a break, a pause, wait 10 to 15 to 20 minutes, currency pairs appear, you work. If not, you don't work. So look, here's the moment. I'm opening an upward position. Currency pair, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, Y up. Let me give you an example of what an imbalance is. It's a very good method, a very good strategy. You can take it into account. A strong upward movement. See? The start of a strong movement, the end, the middle. In 90% of cases, we see an upward movement, a correction, and a pullback. In 90% of cases, the pullback happens from the middle. We can see this together. Here, there's a strong downward movement. The start, the end, the middle. In 90% of cases, the pullback is from the middle. The movement continues from the middle. This time is no exception. A strong upward movement, the start. The end, the middle. I expect there will be an upward movement due to the imbalance from the middle. That's what I noticed. Here, it caught on this imbalance on this blue level. From there, I expect a pullback. But before entering on the pullback, here with you, we see a 60% chance that this is a signal upward. The majority because 40% is downward, and the future movement of the chart is upward, correction upward, correction upward. It goes up for a long time. That's also a signal upward. We can see that. There are two distinct signals pointing upward. So we are anticipating the move as we have 25 minutes left. We successfully initiated a trade position on the pullback. That is, in this specific case, our comprehensive understanding about imbalance, about breakouts, and about pullbacks from the level is being thoroughly tested by the bot. And we double check our knowledge, double check ourselves. That's why having such a bot as a mentor or advisor is very useful and the right thing to do. We have 59 seconds left. Let's follow along to see how the trade closes. That was my trading session. Since almost every currency pair is experiencing sharp impulses right now, with movements both up and down, in all likelihood, this will be the last trade. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Keep trading and always make sure you have solid confirmation. If you see that the chart should, in theory, pull back from a level or break through a level, ask the bot again to see whether your current thinking is correct or not. And the bot will definitely guide you to the right decision. We have 16 seconds left. Let's see how the forecast closes. I think this will be a win, and we'll finish on that note. So let's aim for profit, trade only for gains. This was Abe with you. See you soon. Profit, let's take it. Too clean, wins, let's take them. Everyone, goodbye for now, and keep this tool available for yourself. Here's a free one for you, so it can really help and confirm your future trades, whether you should go up or down, or not at all. Goodbye, everyone.